Welcome back to Gaming with Krushworth. You may not know it, but this year 2025 marks one of the most eclectic anniversaries in gaming. We've been grinding for EXP in video games for 5 decades. To celebrate, I got grinding Kingdom Hearts Ultima weapon as a gift. Yes, all grinds can be controversial. I love it for the most part, but I can also understand why some players won't stand it or why others will only put up with it until it becomes too much to bear. What game did you enjoy for its grind, and which did you turn off because it became too hard? Do you find grinding satisfying? Are you apathetic, or does it bring you abject misery? All right, I said anniversary. It's time for a story. And for that story, I'll take you to the before times. In 1975, the CRPG D&D, also called Game of Dungeons, released on the PLATO Network. It's said to be the first to feature a boss, the Golden Dragon, and grinding. Yes, a dynamic duo. You're seeing the VG Professor's footage. Thanks so much. This stalwart adventurer has finished it, which if you watch his whole video, it's an incredible feat few have managed. Even the developers, in his comment section, stated they've only ever beaten their own game using cheats. The level of difficulty in video games' first grind is beyond belief. Speedrun, 20 maze-like levels, find more gold on the lower floors. The more gold you're carrying, the stronger monsters that spawn in. Off said monsters, get more EXP. The only way the gold and EXP applies to your character is by escaping from the first floor. You know it, you've done it. Repeating tasks for experience, gear, or loot has become a gaming staple, particularly in JRPGs. Yes, we have a fan-made D&D game to thank for it. See, it wasn't always a given that as gamers we could return to areas to find more gold or rack up EXP. 50 years ago, the first grind was necessary to defeat the Golden Dragon. 5 decades later and counting, this legacy continues. In fact, it's woven into almost every RPG. If you're enjoying me and my channel, please like this video, subscribe, and click that bell to get all notifications. All of this helps me so much in the YouTube algorithm. I'm so excited to keep on creating content for my community. I've grinded too many levels to count, faced off against some of gaming's toughest antagonists, and come out on top. When I fall in battle, I have no other course but to level up or just get good. Largely, I find grinding relaxing, and the satisfaction of surpassing tremendous challenges fills my cup. But I have to say, any serenity of mine is dashed when progression is not guaranteed. If I put a ridiculous amount of work into leveling my character or party, I have to know I'm moving forward. At the end of J.R.R. Tolkien's The Lord of the Rings Volume 1 on SNES, the final 3 passcodes, yes, it's that old, are glitched. Any leveling you might do post-Council of Elrond is for naught, including the massive, like we're talking draw your own map to get through, final dungeon. I'll talk more about this absolute of a game in my Lord of the Rings retrospective series. A game like Elden Ring, on the other hand, is different. You put the work in, and no matter the boss, they always go down like chumps. Why? You've grinded the levels, you've learned their attacks, and saving works. But yeah, I take pride in finding the silliest spots to grind EXP. My favorite was in Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, where I slammed into monsters repeatedly to cheese EXP without encounters. Then there's iconic locales, including taking down the rolling ball in Elden Ring at Len's Rise, and the Grand Dragons of Final Fantasy IX above Gizamaluk's Grotto. These got me through. As much as I like an old-fashioned game with old-fashioned grinding, modern gaming has brought great quality of life upgrades, such as the EXP up in the Final Fantasy Pixel Pack, or the insanity of chaining together fights in Star Ocean, the second story R. Similarly, I have to talk about the one-hit kill introduced into the double pack of Batten Kaidos Eternal Wings and the Lost Ocean, and Batten Kaidos Origins. It's largely designed to get past two of the most notorious difficulty walls, Giacomo, Amy, and Folon, am I right? But it also gives gamers the opportunity, if they so choose, to quickly gain some levels or to pass challenging encounters. If used for grinding, the EXP output is outrageous. Whenever a game introduces a new mechanic to aid in grinding or to smooth out parts of games us older gamers have come to dread, that's fantastic in my book. Okay, I get it. I just said grinding in JRPGs for EXP is my rancho relaxo, but I'd be remiss if I didn't admit what still exasperates me. The first is when games have shocking level requirement spikes between bosses. Shin Megami Tensei 5, I'm looking at you. I won't lie, this one took everything I had. Don't get me wrong, I fused the best demons in the game and defeated Shiva, but for me there wasn't enough of a story to enjoy the snail slow rate of actual progression through the plot. If I played this one poorly, please, tell me. Second is when early game leveling becomes a real challenge. You've heard me say I enjoy knowing where to grind in games. I was initially quite stuck when I couldn't sail or fly in Dragon Quest III HD2D Remake. My first trip to the desert, yeah, that was obliteration. I was always dragging around one, if not two coffins, and Zing was even further off. Here, I couldn't have said it any better. Either I get my butt handed to me, or I'm not getting enough EXP. I got absolutely steamrolled, and yeah, my team was never leveling up together, but I pushed through. I ended up enjoying it greatly, and I'm proud to have beaten it. I'm grateful for one monster type. You'll know these goobers, they're JRPG icons, liquid metal slimes. They're synonymous with EXP overload, if they spawn for you that is, and if you're lucky enough or equipped to take them out. You better believe that I was grinding these for hours in the maw of the Necrogond. In the year 2025, when I'm celebrating the 50th anniversary of grinding for EXP, and the video game boss for that matter, all of us are living in and playing a phenomenal era of JRPGs. I'm left thinking about the Golden Dragon, what that creature meant to my favorite hobby, and what the next 50 years of grinding in video games will mean to future gamers. That's deep. But you probably didn't come to watch a 36-year-old ponder so effervescently, so as I leave you to play some JRPGs, keep the anniversary of grinding in games in your heart. I will, however, leave you with a question. To grind or not to grind? I want to know. Thank you for watching this episode of Gaming with Krushworth. You know me, I'm always cooking up content right here in Krushworth headquarters. But until next time, you'll see me later. Bye for now. Thanks for watching. If you haven't yet, like, subscribe, and crush that bell to catch all my videos. And get this, reviewing games is new to me, YouTube isn't. Gaming with Krushworth joins Traveling with Krushworth in the Krushworth Extended Universe. What games are you playing? Let me know in the comments below. See you later.